This is Dormouse03, continuing my insanity walkthrough of Mass Effect 3. And this is the beginning of Priority Earth. So we have finally made it back to Earth. And now we are going to kick some Reaper ass. Hopefully. So, this part, it's kind of cool, actually. It's kind of a neat thing. You're trying to disrupt this AA gun so that your other shuttles can land with the rest of your team to go for the Citadel beam. So, right now, there are a lot of marauders. And a lot of cannibals and a lot of grenades. And that AA gun firing it really messes your aim up, or it does me. So when that's firing, I don't know, I just do the best I can. But it shakes the screen around, it messes me up. So sometimes I just, stick in cover when it's going. But yeah, these are pretty standard fare. You just point, shoot, break shields, and kill them. There's a part coming up here where there are some brutes and I died, and it's kind of a weird cut because it just didn't put me back in a good spot. But what happened was I got flanked by a brute and didn't know he was there, and I got messed up pretty quick. So once you clean out all these guys and move up to the top level, there will be a couple of brutes that come out, so you just want to be aware of them and make sure you clean them up before they have a chance to get close. Yeah, look at that. The screen just goes bonkers. But, I mean, it makes the section interesting, and it's not too annoying of an aim kick. So, I approve. Alright, and right here is going to come the cut. Right there. So watch for these brutes. They're going to be coming over from the right. Cortez will say something like, "Watch it, we've got brutes," and so you know that they're on their way, failing at doing some overload right there. Fantastic at doing that. So yeah, I'm still not noticing brutes. I don't know what I'm doing, but there he is. I should have been looking for him before, especially since I died once already. But there he is, and so you want to take him out. If you get in a bad spot, you can run down here, and this way a lot of the marauders can't tear you up, and you can focus on killing him. Oh, surprise, surprise. The Yara's gone down. We'll pick her back up, and we will clean out the rest of these dudes. So yeah, the rest of this is pretty standard. So I'm going to, unless I see something that I really need to comment on, talk about what I think about this section of the game. So this is the last part of the game here on Earth, and it's got some really good sections as far as storytelling wise. I think it's got some really well written sequences here where you talk with your squad mates and get all prepared for the final push. I like that a lot. Like I said, this combat right here is kind of interesting because you do have the AA gun going off in the background. It's kind of making it different, so it's not just a bunch of these guys. And here I'm trying to, I love those. And I try to do them here. I tried to do it again, but it didn't work. I just love grabbing the guys over the cover. So I try to do it when I can. And you'll see it again here a little bit later on. But, I don't know. The level design here isn't my favorite, I guess, is the only way I can put it. And the very last section, I think, it's unnecessarily evil as far as the design, the layout of the level, and I'll get to that when we get there, but I don't know, it's a dark, it's a lot of concrete blocks. I mean, I guess it's grim, it's war, things are blown up, and that's the sort of mood that they want to set here, but I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of these last levels because it just seems like it's the same old enemies, the same old shit you've been fighting the whole time. Not anything really new, just a lot of them. And, you know, there's been sections where there have been a lot of them before. So, and this is because, you know, hopefully if you're watching this, you have at least played through the game. And this won't be too much of a spoiler, but there is no final boss to this game. Which I think is a good and a bad thing. I can see both ways. I need to move away from that grenade. But the boss, the no-ending boss thing, I don't know. I mean, I assumed there was going to be one, and then there wasn't. I think BioWare got a fair amount of criticism for the end of Mass Effect 2, that the final boss for that felt a little contrived, felt a little gamey. I don't know. And I would tend to agree with that. I mean, it wasn't the greatest boss ever, but it was fine. It was fine. It was sufficiently, you know, enough of a challenge, you know, but not super difficult. And it made sense as far as where the plot was going. Steve! And I don't know. I thought it was fine. I mean, I guess they got it's the cliche comment from some critics, and maybe that's why they leaned away from a final boss fight here. But I don't know. I was kind of expecting and maybe wanting something something here at the end that felt like a climax, a climactic moment happened, and it really kind of didn't. So yeah, they just throw a ton of the enemies that you fought throughout the entire game at you, and there's a lot of them, and in the very last section it's really cheap because there are just so many things, and there's not really good places to get away from them, because the way that cover's laid out here, all these blocks, you know, it's good because you have some cover, but sometimes you just can't move and maneuver around the area because there's too much shit in the way. And I think that that's something that I've not liked about, you know, several third-person shooters. When there's just too much crap in your way, and I want to be able to move, and I want to be able to get to another spot, but you just can't, or I just can't, and maybe I'm just, you know, a failure with the controls. But I don't know, a little bit more openness wouldn't be too bad of a thing. So we're almost done cleaning out these enemies here. And yeah, just get ready for more of the same. for the next entire few hours that you spend here on Earth. You're just sort of going through a ton of enemies. Same enemies you've seen the entire time. And that's just what it is. So, there is a neat little thing coming up here. But first, we are going to pick up the medkit, the all-important medkit, and grab this cane. And the cane is awesome. And you are supposed to blow up this cannon. And I I caught a little case of stupid right here. I was thinking you had to time it so that it went into its mouth or some craziness when it lit up and was white, but you don't have to do that. You just shoot it. You just shoot it with the cane, and so here I am, being an idiot. You know, sometimes I am. So eventually, I'm just going to shoot the thing. I'm going to say, screw it. I'm just going to get the shot off. There we go. And it blows up. And cool guys don't look at explosions, so I went straight to pick up the other cane. And I left this part in here. I'm going to die here in a second. But I left it in just because it's kind of neat. Because there's a banshee that pops out here. And I came way over here. And I'm like, oh dear. Things are about to come out from right there, so I need to get back. But here comes Banshee, and look who it is. It's Morinth. So in this playthrough, and I think I was so distracted by, oh shit, that's Morinth, that I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I fired off the cane. I completely missed everything. And there she is, and she's about to take a huge dump on my face right now. Yep, that happened. So I'm going to do better this next time. I was prepared for her. I'm like, come on now, bitch. I never should have saved you, because Mara is a lot cooler. And turn her into a nuclear pile of ash and rubble. So she's dead. And yeah, I kept the death in there because you couldn't really tell that that was her. When I killed her so fast that time. So yeah, in this playthrough, I had killed Samara, and that mission at the Ardat Yakshi Sanctuary was not as cool. Not at all. So yeah. And that's the only time you really see Morinth at all. You don't really get to talk to her. She sends you an email or something before, early on in the game, and then she just shows up right there randomly as a Banshee. So, you prolonged her life for a little while, I guess. She got to have more fun serial killing. So yeah, this, you just survive. It's just a bunch of cannibals, and then you don't have to clear them out. And I said, no, I will not worry about clearing up all of these guys. In fact, they might be infinite spawns. So once I cleared out a path that I was like, I can get to the shuttle now, I just ran for it. And you run and you jump on, and you are finished. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.